Come on in, pull up a chair and take a load off, because today I am going to review Treasure Vault for Pathfinder 2nd Edition from Paizo Inc. Is this supplement so jam-packed with cool gear and goodies that it is a must-own? Or is this one vault you'll wish had remained closed? Well, you're going to find out right after this. Howdy, gang, and welcome once again to the Duct Tape Studios. I'm Jeff McAleer, your host here at the Gaming Gang channel. Thanks for joining me once again. As I mentioned in the open, today I am going to review and page through Treasure Vault for Pathfinder 2nd Edition from Paizo Inc. It is written by Michael Sayer, Mark Seifter, and Kendra Lee Speedling, along with a slew of other talent which was involved in the writing of this supplement. This 226-page hardcover is available now, carries an MSRP of $54.99, or you can grab just the PDF alone for $19.99. All that said, let's swing on over to the other camera, because here I've got Treasure Vault. A few things I do want to mention before I dive on in. First off, the fine folks over at Paizo Inc. were kind enough to provide me with this review copy, but neither I nor anyone else affiliated with the Gaming Gang has received any other sort of compensation for me to share this review with you. And these days, it's important that you know that. Also, we're not going to look at each and every single page in the Treasure Vault, but I do want to give you a very good feel for what you're going to find inside this book. If you want a bit of a closer look inside, you can always check out the episode of my live stream, The Gaming Gang Dispatch, where I did a live first look. All right, so let's jump on in. So one of the first things I found to be pretty interesting about Treasure Vault is it is presented as if it is a dragon's treasure hoard. So this is not just a dryly presented catalog of new magic items and alchemy and food and things along those lines. It has got a little bit of a backstory to it, and I really, really do like it quite a bit. So we've got the dragon Volashinaz, at least that's how I'm pronouncing it, and the treasure hoard is overseen by a clan of kobolds who are led by Purpurin, the kobold. So each section of Treasure Vault has a bit of an intro that is presented by either the dragon or the kobold concierge. It's kind of the impression I get is Purpurin is kind of the concierge of the treasure hoard. And it's kind of lightly presented. It doesn't take itself too seriously, which I appreciate as well. So within, we're going to have a variety of new items. So we've got new armor. We have new magic armor. We also have new magic runes for armor. Same goes for weapons as well. So a lot of very interesting new items here. We get artwork throughout. So I like that as well. Not every single item is going to have artwork devoted to it, but I was very, very surprised by just how much artwork there is as far as the various different items. So as you can see, we've got weapons, we've got shields. One aspect of Pathfinder 2nd Edition that I think gets lost a little bit with new game masters who are coming on board, especially if they're coming from another fantasy role-playing game where maybe it was all right as a game master to be kind of stingy with treasure, especially magical treasure. That doesn't fly so well with Pathfinder 2nd Edition because so much of the leveling balance is with an understanding that the player characters are going to receive a lot of different items throughout their career. So it's very important to not be stingy with the magical goodies and gear. But we've got new food. Thought that was kind of interesting. We've got a variety of alchemical different items, elixirs and potions, bottled monstrosities. So there is over 600 items, if I remember correctly, that are included in Treasure Vault. And I'll be honest, not everyone is going to be knocking it out of the park, but there's a lot of really interesting items in here that I could really easily see plugging in to various different adventures and having a really good time with them. Because it's not just the typical kind of what are sometimes referred to as like standard book items. You know, your +1 swords and +1 shields, +1 plate mail. There's a lot more to this than simply that. We have these trappings of power, which is an entire section as well that has a lot of really off-the-wall kind of items in here. We've got magical tattoos. We have new rules for crafting. Optional rules, I should say, for crafting. We've got 2 different ways of crafting. We've got nature crafting, and then we also have story-based crafting, which I found to be pretty interesting right off the bat. I don't know how often crafting is utilized in most Pathfinder games. I'll be the first to admit, as a game master, I probably don't get into crafting as much as maybe some of my players would enjoy. Usually if something's being made, they're hiring on somebody to have it made for them. That's kind of where this story-based crafting kind of takes over, is that you're looking at various different quests and adventures that are going to tie into these special items. So we also have a section here. It's called our Game Master's Trove. So we're going to find some other powerful items in here also. We're going to finish up. We've got treasure tables for you based on a variety of different factors too. So as you can see, we've got quite a few. And then we're going to wrap up with our glossary and our index. And essentially, that's what we're going to find in Treasure Vault. Over 600 new items for you to bring to your game table if you are a game master running Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So let's swing on over to the other camera. I'm going to share some final thoughts about Treasure Vault and provide you with my review score. So as I mentioned, not every single entry is going to be a home run here. But I have to say, I would consider this pretty essential for game masters who are looking to introduce some new gear, new magic items, new weapon. Just kind of get away from the core book items that you tend to find. Get away from like the book magic items. I would have to say, for each and every game master out there, there are a few dozen items in Treasure Vault that you will look to include in your adventures. There is a wide variety of different items in this book which I was very surprised by how many different categories were in here, as well as the optional crafting rules too. So I was very pleasantly surprised to see those optional rules in here, because I was just expecting this to be a supplement just filled with gear. Really, that's it. So all in all, I really, really like the treasure vault. I think it is very well put together. I like how it's got a little bit of a backstory where it's supposed to be the dragon's treasure hoard, and we get a bit of humor, kind of a light approach to the treasure items in each category based on the musings of either the dragon or its kobold servant. So all in all, I found Treasure Vault to not only be very interesting, but pretty fun as well. And I would look forward to including a lot of this new gear in Pathfinder Adventures in the future. On a scale of 0 to 10, I give Pathfinder 2nd Edition Treasure Vault a 9 out of 10. I recommend it very highly. And if you are a game master looking to shake things up a little bit as far as your gear and goodies go, it is essentially a must-have. All right, that is it for this time out. If you liked the video, by all means, please give it a quick thumbs up. Subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel if you haven't already. And of course, if you do subscribe, don't forget, ding that bell, because it'll not only let you know when I upload videos such as this quick review, it'll also inform you when my live stream, the Gaming Gang Dispatch, airs Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday evenings right here on YouTube at 7 p.m. Central. Of course, when you're not watching videos on the Gaming Gang channel, be sure to visit thegaminggang.com for all latest in tabletop gaming news, reviews, and a whole lot more that you won't find here on the YouTube channel. You know the drill. Get your geek on at thegaminggang.com. Thank you very much for taking time out to check out this review, and until I see you next time, here's hoping each and every one of you gets to enjoy plenty of great gaming with your gang.
Oh, hey, you're still here. That's okay. You don't have to leave just yet. In fact, why don't you subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel right here, or take a peek at the latest live stream, or even find out what YouTube recommends you check out from the channel. And of course, I'm Jeff McAleer. Thanks again for watching.